The next myth I want to deal with is the myth that Adrian Marks, when he landed his PBY on the open ocean to begin the rescue effort of Indianapolis sailors, that he had violated orders, and that was the first time anyone ever landed a PBY in open ocean. Now, there were operating manuals, or what we call in today's Navy, NATOPS manuals, for how to operate the aircraft like the PBY. And in these manuals, it did discourage landing a PBY in any waters that were choppy, because you could rattle parts of the aircraft loose on that landing. I don't think that the manual stated open ocean as a category of areas where you couldn't, because sometimes open ocean can be very glassy and calm seas. And there had been events where PBYs landed in very calm ocean, and it's very difficult to define open ocean, by the way. Protected harbor is easy to define, but there are bays which are essentially open ocean. So to say that there's a broad category of waters called open ocean that you're prevented from landing in, that restriction never existed. And in fact, not only had PBYs landed previously during the war in open ocean, but PBYs had landed in open ocean to conduct rescues of sailors whose ships had sunk. During the Guadalcanal campaign, for example, it had happened. And Adrian Marks undoubtedly knew that this had happened before, and knew he wasn't going to be the first person ever to land his PBY in open ocean. And Adrian Marks never claimed that he was the first person to ever land his PBY in open ocean. And that was heroic, what he did. It was absolutely appropriate, what he did. And he saved 52 sailors by doing it. So it's completely, very heroic, and everybody's very happy he did it. And he was not able to take off with that PBY afterward, because just as predicted, when he landed in heavy swells and heavy chop, the PBY was damaged to the point where it couldn't fly again. So that restriction of not landing in rough seas was appropriate. He did it anyway, and we're all very glad he did it. But it wasn't the first time it had ever been done.